Okay, so I'm looking at the data here from a driver I just hit a moment ago. And if we look here, the low point of this swing was 7.6 inches before the ball. So, with my driver, to optimize the power, I want the strike to be on the ascent. So as I position myself at the ball here, my ball is on the high tee-peg, it's well forward in my stance, and when I set myself up here, my spine and head are aligned at an angle behind the ball here. And that means as I swing and hit the ball, the strike should be ascending as it hits the ball to create the optimum height and backspin on the ball. With a 7-iron, we're not looking for that at all. Now remember, with the driver, my low point of my swing was 7.6 inches before the ball, and then it made contact on the ascent over here. With a 7-iron, I'm trying to hit down on the ball, and my low point should be after the ball. So if I hit a shot here now, let's see where my low point is. The driver, it was 7.6 before, and my 7-iron here is 6.4 after. Now I thinned that one a little bit, so it's come out a bit low. But you can see here now that my low point is 6.4 inches after the ball. Now, that was a lousy shot, really. So let me try and do another one. That was better. And my low point there was 4.8 inches after the ball. So in order to optimize the strike with the 7-iron, we're looking for the club to make its contact with the ground after the ball. And that's why we take a divot after the ball. So oftentimes amateur golfers think you've got to take a divot at the ball. It's not the case. We strike the ball first and then we make contact with the ground afterwards. How do I do that? Well, I point the butt of my club as my left hip socket and I make a swing and I move forwards into my follow through. And what I recommend you do is find a swing on YouTube of one of your favourite players, and it'll be a face-on angle, so looking like this, not down the line. Now if you look at a face-on angle of their swing, I want you to fix a point, you can put your thumb on the screen over their head, and see where their head ends up after the strike. It'll be a long way that way. And we as golf professionals have to convince most amateur golfers to move toward the target. Because a lot of people get stuck back here or get a bit reluctant to make a big follow through. They try to keep the head still, but you have to move forwards. Remember, my strike there is 4.8 inches after the ball. I therefore had to make a move in my swing, which pushes me after the ball here. I have to make a movement forwards. Gary Player, one of the greatest players of all time, played his entire career by swinging and actually walking after the shot. He would hit the ball and walk down the fairway. Like that. Now that's given me a low point way after the ball, as you'd expect, but that's how he played. He played aggressively towards the target. Now remember, we're trying to send the ball that way as far as possible. We have to move forwards, even with a controlled distance club like a 7-iron. Because if you optimize your distance with all the clubs in your bag, the range in which you hit those clubs will be much tighter. Because an optimized swing is an efficient swing, and it's a correct strike at the back of the ball.